there! I'm a professional bee farmer and I've been beekeeping for 10 years now. As people have become more aware of the decline of the bee populations, lots of folks have taken up amateur beekeeping. Their intention is to save the bee populations by keeping domestic bees alive. Unfortunately, their good intentions are not helping to save the bees. In fact, domestic beekeeping in abundance can even hurt feral bee populations. Feral and domestic bees interact with the environment differently. Feral bees pollinate a wide variety of plants and increase and improve fruit crops such as apples through their diverse foraging, while domestic bees usually only forage and pollinate areas with lots of flowers. Another problem is that domestic bees are initially imported to the beekeeper. This means that these bees can often introduce parasites that will negatively affect the local feral bee population. Adding more bees to an environment also poses a problem for feral bees, as it introduces more competition for nutrition and resources among the bees. Instead of helping feral bee populations, amateur beekeeping can further harm the already struggling bees. The best way to support feral bee populations is to grow plants and flowers that offer nutrition to bees. As a professional beekeeper producing honey, I'm sure to plant lots of bee-friendly flowers and plants around my hives to make sure that my bees are not harming feral populations. Every beekeeper should be a grower too. If you are planting flowers to help bees, whether in the city or the country, be sure to avoid invasive species and big showy flowers with little nectar, because both of these types of plants take up space and do not help the bees. Growing bee gardens in cities and rural areas alike will help save the bee populations, while amateur beekeeping will only cause more harm. You can do your part to save the bees just by planting in your backyard.